We're here in the energy tent, I call it, and of course this year it's renewable energy is our theme. I have Colin Wilshire.
Yes.
He is the, what's your title?
Agronomist and environmental engineer.
All right.
Yes.
So that means you know what's happening with plants. We're looking at this arrangement here. What are we looking at?
Okay, what we are looking at here is Chinese cabbage. They're also called in some parts of the world, in Asia and so on, it is known as bok choy.
Bok choy.
Or pak choy.
Pak choy.
It is a very common food. People use it in salads. They use it in stews. It can be eaten raw. It is a very common crop grown in Barbados. Many farmers grow it and so on.
Now it's in these containers.
Yes, yes. This container, this system is known as a hydroponic system, and the system, the way it's done, is known as the flood and drain technique, where there's the flood and drain technique and the nutrient film technique. In the nutrient film technique, the water is constantly circulating, and the cost of energy is higher. But the technique we use here is known as the flood and drain, where we flood the plants and we allow it to drain.
I see.
All right, what we do to maintain some moisture, as you can see, the plants are grown in a small, like a pot lake. There's some compost inside of here, and around it is mulch, what we call mulch. We use in the field to cover the field and such. Right? And the purpose of this basically is to make sure that the compost does not get into the water.
I see.
And block the system up.
Block the system
you don't
up.
want to jam up the pumps.
Because you want it to circulate around the roots and so forth.
Of course. And it can be very expensive sometimes to have the pumps and so on fixed.
But I guess it must, percentage-wise, it must yield a more a higher crop, a higher quality crop.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. And the time to maturity is faster. Because these plants, I mean, they're just 1 week old, and how beautiful they are. So lovely at just 1 week. So in Barbados, what we have is a lot of people are moving into smaller areas. They live in our lands where there's less land available for farming. Years ago, everyone would have some cassavas or something right in the backyard, but now a lot of people live in developments, they live in apartments. They don't have a lot of space available, so we recommend this type of system. You know, there's no need to pull weeds, there's no land to till or such like. They can simply grow in the hydroponic system.
Have it right in their own backyard.
Yes, and come out each morning and have a friend. She has one of these systems that each morning she comes in and she cuts the leaf off, she cuts a couple leaves off.
And use it for breakfast, for dinner.
Of course, and she doesn't need to go to the supermarket. Over here now.
Let's see what we got here. I always like the little miniature villages, so what are we looking at here?
Yes, what you're looking at here is an ideal farm, which we hope to see set up in Barbados sometime soon, because we have some very bright people here and so on. So we want to see more of this type of stuff. We want to move away from fossil fuels, and here we have a windmill. We have a model windmill. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Energy.
Yes. These are the roof of the farmhouse. This is a model farmhouse. And the roof of the farmhouse has gutters around the side of it. And when it rains, the water goes into the tanks and it can be reused inside the house. You know, you can use it for cooking and whatever stuff you want to use it for inside. On the other side over here, we have a biogas digester.
Yes, so more water storage tanks
more
over
water
here.
storage there. And the water again can be used to irrigate the fields as well as being used inside the house.
And here's solar panels.
Solar panels on the roof, of course, because you want to capture as much energy as possible. Right? Then here we have a model biogas digester. The biogas can be used to run the stove, or the methane can be used to power something else inside the house. The fence around the farms and so on is electrified using energy from the solar panels. And
that's so the animals don't kind of wander off the property.
Yes, you want to keep.
And these are our little animals right here.
Yes, little cows and sheep and so on. Yes, you want to keep them inside the compound. You don't want them to wander off and get hurt or such like. The lakes and so on around the house are also powered by renewable energy, by solar power and wind power.
This is a farm of the future.
A farm of the future.
Well, it can be done right now, really.
It can be done right now.
Yeah. Here's some more solar panels.
Another solar panel over here. And on the far side over there, there's another solar panel, which can also be used to power the greenhouse. Because in the greenhouse, there will be fans and cooling equipment and so on and lights and such like. So we will need power to run those.
That's following the theme, renewable energy.
Of course, definitely the way to go in the future. Wind, gravity, biogas, solar power, cohesive forces of water.
Well, Colin, I want to thank you very much for running us through the technology here, and it all makes sense.
Yes.
And the way things are going, anybody can do this. Barbados can.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
And I thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your information. And I want to say hello to our friend over here.
Yes,
You work in this area, Mr. Braffett, as well. Which is your specialty? All of it, or
all of it.
Yeah.
It's a combination of all of us.
all of it? Okay. Well, thank you all very much. We appreciate that.
Thank
all right.
you.
Once again, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right. Have a good day.
Enjoy your stay in
Very
Barbados.
good.
Yes.
I think I'd like.